We're back after that short interruption by 2K20, our sponsor, our eternal sponsor, our tertiary main event. Up next here on Crossfire, episode 12, as women's champion Kelsey Hayes going to go one-on-one with Haley Jones, the close friend of the gal at ringside, Danielle Davis, who at Validation gets her long-awaited one-on-one shot at Kelsey Hayes in the CMV Women's Championship. Earning the opportunity after besting Kelsey Hayes and her team at Exodus, and then last week knocking off Kelsey's close friend and Amber Reed. Remember what happened the last time Kelsey Hayes and Danielle Davis squared off, though. Not only was Hayes victorious, but afterwards, Danielle Davis was on the wrong end of a steel chair. Hayes been unbeaten one-on-one this season, unpinned, unsubmitted. Big kick to the face of Haley Jones, who was a part of Team Danielle Davis at Exodus, and I'm sure would not mind earning herself a future Women's Championship opportunity, which could be the case if she's able to knock off Hayes in this non-title confrontation. Still to come, Josh Wolf one-on-one with Zero-G champion Mystery Mask III. And in our main event, the self-proclaimed CMV Mega Powers, Tenra, Jarek Lawson, and Lance Romance, taking on Joseph Santos, global champion Ace Reeves, and you are hearing me correctly, Paul Divine, baby. So excited. Just a shame I won't be able to do his entrance intro. Kelsey Hayes. That very bratty offense we've come to expect from her. She shows off those 18-inch pythons, brother. Next week, of course, going to be a big show for Crossfire. The final spot in the Magnificent Six ladder match will be at stake in a multi-women match, which Haley Jones is set to be a part of. Who's going to join Rosa Garcia, Akiko Amutsu, Janet Tor-Shaurog, and Riley Van Wilson for an opportunity at a future Women's Championship match. Nice dodge by Kelsey Hayes there, and now going to gouge the eye of Haley Jones. Referee James not able to see it. Never against taking the cheap way out. Disrespect. Trying to get under the skin of Danielle Davis at ringside, and judging by the face Danielle Davis is making, I'd say it's working. Davis wants to get in that ring right now and tear Kelsey Hayes apart. She'll get her time, though, at Validation. It's been a long journey for Danielle Davis here in CMV. So many times she's come close to holding that Women's Championship. Oh, rear end by Kelsey Hayes, using that God-given behind to try and wipe out Haley Jones here, but not going to be enough to seal the deal. Kelsey Hayes really could not afford to take this loss after Danielle Davis has continually gotten the better of her these last few weeks. Kelsey's still riding with a lot of momentum, though, but Haley Jones, let's not count her out. Taking Hayes down, middle of the ring, goes for a pin, but not even a one count. Face-to-face spear by the big dog Kawhi. You might not think that hurts, looking at the size of Haley Jones, but trust me, the speed at which she charges ahead. Kelsey Hayes lucky to still be in one piece. Irish whip now on the rebound, popped up, and on the way down, double knees to the face. Hang on a second, Haley Jones hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3, and Haley Jones has just pinned the Women's Champion, handing Kelsey Hayes her first singles loss this season. What an upset, what a win for the big dog Kawhi. And to a lesser extent, Danielle Davis. Gonna walk into Validation with all the momentum on her side. That is huge for Haley Jones, though. And what has been a very somber season for Haley Jones just broke through. Put it down, Kelsey Hayes with an exclamation point. Oh, damn is correct. Big old smile on Danielle Davis's face, happy for her friend and happy to see Kelsey Hayes put down. And so it is possible. You know, Kelsey Hayes has seemed almost untouchable this season, but Jones just proved that to not be the case. Will Danielle Davis emerge from validation, finally women's champion? But coming up next, guys, Josh Wolf has had a lot on his mind lately, and he kind of spoke to that earlier tonight. Mic in hand, center of the ring, and he said, you know, a lot's happened these past couple of years, but one thing that's always been on my mind is Bob Luger, that one loose end, the one that got away, if you will. And in the spirit of validation, the battle of the brands, Josh Wolf point blank said, I want a match with you, Bob Luger. And Luger, of course, who is named the leader of Team Supremacy, the captain. Well, you have to wait to see what his response will be on Supremacy. Will he accept the match? Right now, Josh Wolf focuses on the task at hand, that task being Zero-G champion Mystery Mask III, who, as we found out earlier tonight, will defend his Zero-G championship against Zach Angel next week on that blockbuster edition of Crossfire, where Chris Diamond and Robert Cross will also clash in a last man standing match. There must be a winner for the United States Championship. And before I was so rudely interrupted by 2K, I was also announcing the main event of next week's show, as Jason Spade challenged Ace Reeves on his home turf for a champion versus champion match. Jason Spade. Yeah, it's like something is called. Wait a minute! That's Alistair Knox! Alistair Knox hasn't been seen since Ascendance over 8 months. What the hell is he doing out here? And you saw Josh Wolf hesitant for a moment to take the cheap shot, but ultimately decides to do so. What the hell? The former Rising Star champion, Anarchy champion, United States champion is here on Crossfire, parking a seat at ringside after nearly costing Mystery Mask III, who was almost entranced by the arrival of Knox. I mean, already a huge hill to climb. Mystery Mask being up against the former world champion, CMV veteran Josh Wolf, the biggest match of his career, but now a spectator and Alistair Knox in Mystery Mask III backflipping into the crisscross applesauce position. Whoa, 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 what's Knox doing? What's Knox doing? Hang on, he's getting in the ring. Wait a minute. What's he doing? He's attempting to attack Mystery Mask III. He's not having much luck doing so, but the referee's going to ring the bell. This match is thrown out via disqualification. What the? Can somebody explain to me what we just saw? Alistair Knox attacking Mystery Mask III, which via the rules dictates Mystery Mask is victorious via disqualification. Josh Wolf just looking on, perplexed. What in God's name? And Alistair, as quickly as he came, just sauntering back up the ramp. What were his intentions? What did that accomplish? There's always a mystery with Mystery Mask III. But ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for our main event of the evening. 6-man tag team action as the self-proclaimed mega powers of CMV, Tenra, Rising Star champion Jarek Lawson, and Lance Romance taking on Joseph Santos, global champion Ace Reeves, and yes, you are hearing me correctly, your eyes do not deceive you, the Asian sensation Paul Devine, who returned after 7 months missing in action. Hadn't seen him since Battle Scars, interrupting Schmitty during his sermon. Seemingly wanted to resume their age-old rivalry, but Schmitty said, not today, scurrying off to the back as he does. But Devine wasting no time as the five-time world champion returns to action right here, right now, baby. Talking earlier tonight about how Ace Reeves has got a lot on his plate as global champion. He needs to prepare for his title defense against #1 contender Ryan Kemp, but he's also been named team captain of Crossfire at Validation. He's responsible for bringing Team Crossfire together, and perhaps he's sort of scouting out some potential members here in Joseph Santos and maybe Paul Devine, maybe even the opposite team, who knows? Really, your emotions have to be put aside for Validation. It's about unity, coming together to prove which is the better brand, Supremacy or Crossfire, and that lies on the team captain's shoulders, on Ace's shoulders. And he'll be representing Crossfire next week when Jason Spade comes back home for that champion versus champion match. But right now, things are going to start off between bitter rivals Jarek Lawson and Joseph Santos for the better part of the last couple of months. Jarek Lawson has had Santos' number, but last episode of Crossfire, Santos finally got one over the Cowboy in that mixed tag team match, which Jarek Lawson, man, took a really bad hit on the head. He ended up being incapacitated for the later stages of that match. And it came down to Masadu and Rami Young battling each other while Santos kind of just watched from the apron, but it was a much-needed win for Santos, tag to Ace Reeves. Woo! I'm getting shivers anticipating Devine stepping into the ring. And along with all the other huge matches announced for next week's episode of Crossfire, guys, we've got just one more as Santos gets his shot at Jarek Lawson's Rising Star Championship inside of a steel cage. Jarek Lawson, Joseph Santos for the Rising Star Championship inside of a steel cage. Which match are y'all most excited for? I can't decide. We've got that. We've got Ace Reeves versus Jason Spade, Chris Diamond versus Robert Cross, Last Man Standing, Zach Angel versus Mystery Master III for the Zero G Championship. Get out of here. It's a pay-per-view worthy show we've got next week. Trying to outdo Supremacy is Ken Donahue in the ratings, no doubt about it. Everyone going to be tuning in next week. Catchphrase by Ace Reeves, and we get a clean drop into the side of the head. Here we go. Tag to Paul Devine, and I just got an instant dream match. Ace Reeves, Paul Devine, one-on-one, forget about it. But tonight they are partners as Devine not missing a beat. DDT to Lawson. Kick to the knee. Devine looks phenomenal, by the way. He always does, though. Devine can disappear for months at a time, come back, and wouldn't even notice a damn thing. He don't rust. He don't crack. The Asian sensation did just get dropped, though. Double knees to the face, and now a tag to Lance Romance, the big beef boy coming in. Not backing down, sharing the ring with a 5-time World Heavyweight Champion. A lot of people thought Devine was going to be Quantum's tag team partner at DEF CON, but ended up being Hayden. Devine opting to come to Crossfire. I don't think it's a coincidence that as soon as Schmitty shows back up, Paul Devine does as well. Schmitty was talking trash about a lot of people last week, but Paul Devine was one of them. They don't talk trash about Paul Devine without there being consequences. Devine showed up tonight. He said, hey, you want to go? Let's go. I'm ready, willing, and able. Remember the last time we fought? Remember every time we fought, I was the better man. Schmitty was like, nope, not tonight. Got the hell out of here. Only after dissecting Chris Adams, of course. No word on his condition as of yet, taken to a local medical facility, but one can only imagine his injuries are just as bad, if not worse, than Randy Orton's. Joseph Santos with a great springboard clothesline. His prize is a pump handle power slam. Getting a test drive. Joseph Santos visiting the chiropractor with that air raid siren neck breaker, only able to scrounge up a 2 count, and Santos right back to his feet. Tenra watching from the apron. I don't know if you guys have seen that shirt he's wearing, but it's a new one. It says, if I can see correctly from here, hit list, and it has Joseph Santos' name crossed out, and then there's Ace Reeves and CMV. So apparently Ace Reeves and CMV are on Tenra's hit list. The former NGW champion a couple of weeks ago, returning and defeating Joseph Santos, a part of Jarek Lawson's ploy to get into Santos' head, which it worked. Goes low. Does Lance Romance. Santos delivers a knee right to the ribs, though. Reverse DDT into a neck breaker. Tag to Paul Devine. Lance Romance crawling his way across the ring. Can he make a tag in time? Yes, he can. Here comes Tenra. All this talk about next week's episode of Crossfire, guys, but let's not forget we are on the road to validation, the battle of the brands. We know that the women will tear it up in the second annual Magnificent Six ladder match, but still a whole lot of the cross-brand matches to be announced. Ooh. Oh! Timestamp! Shades of his brother Quantum off of that single knee backbreaker. Paul Devine looking to put away Tenra, but not so fast. And as we had at last year's validation, guys, the cross-brand Elimination Chamber will return. Main eventing validation, 3 superstars from Supremacy and 3 superstars from Crossfire will compete not only to earn a point for their respective brand, but also a future World Championship match on the brand of their choosing. And Ken Donahue was nice enough to reveal to me earlier tonight that he has 2 of his 3 picks chosen, and they are none other than Schmitty and Paul Devine. Go the third be. Not sure just yet. Ken Donahue is still thinking on that as he works closely with team captain Ace Reeves. Hooks the leg to Jarek Lawson after a flurry of reversals. Doesn't even get a 1 count. Line that who's felt the sting of the Elimination Chamber before a couple of times in his CMV career. Probably not super elated to have to enter the Devil's Domain once again, but to get his hands on Schmitty and earn a future World Championship match, the potential to become a 6-time World Champion. What's Tenra doing? Tenra just jumped off the apron as Jarek Lawson was looking for a tag. I guess Tenra's not quite ready yet to get back into the ring. Toss to the outside. Jarek Lawson lining up his shot here on Devine. Suicide. Sort of cannonball. All of his body weight right down across the head and chest of the man who puts the rising sun. Paul Devine sharing the ring with 5 superstars he never has before. 7 months away, and the landscape of CMV has changed pretty drastically. But keeping up with this new breed just fine, if not outclassing them. What a great, fisherman's suplex driver we just saw there from Divine a few moments ago. Lining up Jarek Lawson for the BFT. Knee to the face, discus clothesline to Divine like it ain't no thing but a chicken wing, baby. You know who that is? The Asian sensation. Japan's biggest export, the man who puts the rising sun, the five-time undisputed world heavyweight champion, who at the moment going back and forth, rising star champion Jarek Lawson. Face first off that top turnbuckle, tag to Lance Romance. Big man from Brett's rope trying to break the arm of Divine in half. Air raid Saturn neckbreaker, and this would be one of the biggest wins of Romance's career. He can pin Paul Divine here tonight, and he does! Wow! 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 Massive upset. Lance Romance hitting Paul Divine on the night of his return. Cannot be understated what we just witnessed. If Lance Romance wasn't already on the map when he made his debut defeating global champion Ace Reeves, he most certainly is now. Not only beating Ace Reeves again in the process, but pinning Paul Divine. And maybe there's some validity to their claims of being CMV's mega power. Great win for these three. Maybe Ace Reeves and CMV better watch out. The way Tenra's staring into the camera right now. Thank you guys, as always, for tuning in and watching along with me. I hope that you enjoyed the show. If you are new, make sure you drop a follow so that you get those cheeky notifications when I go live. But certainly tune in for Supremacy sometime in the next week. And you do not want to miss the next edition of Crossfire. Chris Diamond versus Robert Cross. Last man standing. There must be a winner for the United States Championship. Zach Angel versus Mystery Max III for the Zero-G Championship. Ace Reeves versus Jason Spade. Champion versus champion in the spirit of validation. As well as Joseph Santos challenging Jarek Lawson for the Rising Star Championship inside of a steel cage, all on the road to validation. But for now, I hope you have a lovely rest of your Sunday night. And I'll see you when I see you. Bye.